Hi everyone, and welcome back to our second episode of Direfin Let's Play right here. So in our first episode we started off by entertaining some Northlanders down here. Bloody savages. Didn't seem to appreciate it much though, but hey, what can you expect, right? And after that we went up here to this city right here, Silvertor. And I'm a bit of an idiot because I forgot to occupy this. But we'll do that later. In all due time. No problem. There's not much to do now, really. We are encamped here, getting some replenishment. Pretty steady replenishment, I must say. And we can get some more units. Now this right here will be pretty useful for her, seeing as we can get more Mornghuls and more Sirens, and that's pretty much what she is all about. Any Morngul Haunter, which is basically a single entity Morngul, a very large one, pretty powerful too. So that's indeed what we should go for. And with that, I think we'll just end our turn. And we have quite a few missions right here. Complete them all in due course. Now, many of these are treasure maps, treasure hunts, I should say. And in my honest opinion, the ones that say only a miserly or miserly, I don't know how to pronounce that, only a miserly hoard of treasure will be received, they're not worth your time. They're really not, so we're probably just gonna end up getting rid of those, just like that. Do we have any more of those? Only great hordes, but they are quite far away, indeed. We will get to those eventually. For now, though, that's our turn done.
I have brokered with storms.
Well, now.
Bargained with gods. What are you?
Indeed. Who is this guy? Peace treaty. Oh, really? Now you want peace. High chance of success. You're not very rich, are you? Not exactly willing to do that, is he? We could use some money, though. We could always use some money. Although this guy is not exactly willing to give us anything. Well then, screw you, Northlander. Screw you. No peace for you. The show continues for him. Oh, this is quite nice. Now, we get to choose between a Gunnery Wight and a Morngul Haunter. Now, I mentioned the Morngul Haunter before. This seems pretty obvious to me. We're just gonna go for the Morngul right here. We got some fluff right here. I won't bother with reading this just now. And this is Vincent Dew, apparently. Yeah, fitting name for a monstrous killing machine like that. Alright, Vincent. Hold on. Vincent Dew. Much better now, don't you think? A bit too much of some kind of dew there. Maybe some fell dew, I don't know. That stuff tends to mess you up from what I understand. Let us move him or it, I don't know, closer towards Miss Direfin. We do want him or her in our main army here. It's going to be pretty nasty for our foes. And Miss Wakefield right here, level up. More replenishment. Seems pretty obvious. So with that we can recruit more units right away. Some animated hulks right here. These are, well, they're okay. Once you start buffing them. Right now they're pretty fragile. I mean, they're pretty early game unit. But they get decent later on.
Of course.
But I think we should just grab this wonderful Dark Elf city right here. As we failed to do earlier. Should be an easy auto resolve. Or not. I might lose a unit now. Let's hope I don't. Only a deckhands mob. That's fair enough. And the poor bloated corpse. Game seems to take that away from you quite frequently. And with that, we occupy. Now, something that's pretty interesting and almost pretty damn OP in my most humble opinion about the Vampire Coast is that you see this right here, suitable climate. Now, this basically means that here we can settle. We can settle here in this region, this climate, I mean, without any trouble whatsoever. No penalties, no nothing. Now, here we have our list of suitable climates for the Vampire Coast. That's a lot of suitable climes for us. Only one unpleasant, and unpleasant isn't too bad. You can still do it. It's just that you get a little bit of a debuff, so to speak, on the campaign map. More expensive units, longer recruiting times, and building costs and stuff like that. And then we have uninhabitable, chaotic wasteland. I mean, not many want to live in the chaotic wastelands. I can understand that. Magical forest, yeah, freaking wood elgies. Don't want to live there either. But yeah, it seems pretty damn powerful, and they don't exactly get any penalties for expanding on land either. The Vampire Coast. You'd think that for a bunch of pirates, their thing would be to, well, I don't know, pirate around the oceans. But if you want to, you can just conquer the entire map, conquer the entire all the landlubbers, so to speak, without any real penalties. And in addition to that, apparently Miss Direfin and the others too, I think, carry their ships with them, and they can build on land. That seems pretty damn powerful to me. Enough rambling about that. Let's continue. Should probably get some of these. They'll do for now.
This has my approval.
I'll only grab the corpse right before a fight, I think. Seems more useful. Some scurvy dogs. They are useful for running down, rooting enemies.
I need an audience.
Some points. Watery graves. Increase entities for damned knights errants. So even more of them in the unit, I guess. That does sound pretty cool. We shall get them.
Capable, nothing more.
Aw. Poor damned paladin. Damned rage. That sounds pretty useful. Some bonus versus infantry. Stoic death. These are all... Ward save 20%. Okay, that one is quite a given. Already has one of 3 as well. Looks stacked nicely. We'll start with the damage. Might as well. He's probably going to get all of this. Also considering that he starts with immortality. That's pretty good. Pretty useful if we are powerful agents later on. Now, we do not want this. Actually, yes, we kind of do. What I meant to say is we don't really want this here, since this building chain goes up to 5. If we build it here and all the way up to 5, we will get the depth guard. Now, they're pretty good. Strong, capable unit. So, we'll get to that later. Remove that here for now, I think. Now, we do want our wine here. That is very important. I think that's going to make Miss Direfin very happy. Would not want to piss her off.
Listen!
Indeed, I do not think so. But with that, I think our turn is done once more. Not that much going on right now. Technology just finished. Gunnery crews, so some more missile dabblage for our gunnery mobs. Pretty nice. Mystery pirate. One of your cronies has sent an intriguing message, Captain. It seems there be a mysterious pirate shadowing our movements, passing throughout the taverns along the coasts and asking suspicious questions in no friendly terms. We must stay vigilant. How rude. How absolutely rude. So, Vincent, you get in there. Give us a bit of scavenging run as well. These things are terrifying. Holy crap. Eventually we'll just get rid of the basic deckhands. It won't do us much good. And I forgot that if you remove the building right here, you can't recruit the pole arms, so my bad. But we'll get them eventually. Now over here we can get some Brimstone Cutter's Workshop. No, that's construction cost -10. That is pretty useful. Should probably just wait with spending money on this. Yeah, might as well. Some more technologies. Public order is useful, but not so much right now, since we only have like 2 cities, 2 settlements. Now, if we get a rebellion here, I mean, they will spawn outside of Selator, no matter what. So we'll just go back and beat them up, quite frankly, and get some more XP and loot. Pretty useful, actually, with rebellions like that. Immune to storm and reef attrition. Now, this will also unlock some unique generic vampire lords. Fleet admirals. They will drop into our pool right here once we do that, but we don't need them right now. There's a lot of good stuff here. Again, casualty replenishment, can't ever really go wrong with that. Same thing with campaign movement range. Line of sight is good too, but the movement range is really what we want. I wouldn't mind having a follower like that. Same thing with leadership. Leadership +10 is going to be pretty useful. Because as I mentioned earlier, undead, once they start, basically how they work. Once undead, their leadership drops, and their leadership is pretty low as is. Once it drops to 0, they'll start crumbling right here. And that basically means, well, they'll start taking damage and dying once again. So the better their leadership, the less chance of likelihood of that happening. So it seems like a pretty useful thing to go for. No, Dick, I still need you. And we're still waiting for our hulks. So yet one other turn. Maybe we can find Miss Nazi Mask somewhere around here. Where is she hiding? Where is she? And there we are. We have our hulks, and I think we're ready to move out once more. Still waiting for that. That's fine. Ruins. You could have some Skaven here. Nasty little ratties. Let's see about that. I wonder. Yes, indeed. It turns out that we can scan these ruins right here. Oh, well, search, more like search them for nefarious activity. And I think our fleet captain will do this. Now you just 100% chance. So now if we find Skaven, she'll get some XP.
Plenty of plunder.
Or not. We will get a puzzle. I hate these. These are so weird, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, some fluff right here, and to access this treasure, solve the puzzle, obviously. And the hint is solitude is always desired. Now I have no idea what the hell this means. I don't know if anyone does. But I just try to go with the closest thing here that resembles the thing that resembles solitude the most here. You. Well, now.
Fleet
That's
captain
awkward.
reporting.
But she leveled up, I guess there's that.
Seen this one in my mirror.
Going to want some more of this. This we can heal on the ground, which more units basically. We want that.
Siren of the storms.
Now we want to entertain Miss Nassiness Mask right here, and she's got the last region we need too for the province bonus. Can issue a commandment right here once you get that. So we need that for sure. We are fully replenished, so we're just going to move, quite frankly. Now, it would be a good idea to try and... No? She's not there. Well, in that case, we just march. And she's having a rebellion to deal with as well.
Sing the songs of death.
The AI actually gets rebellions once in a while, even on very hard.
Kill or be killed.
Speaking of rebellions, we'll get one eventually, but as I mentioned, should it be too much of an issue, we'll just go back and beat them up. See you in a bit. Well, it looks like that rebellion army just suicided against Sulfurites right here. Not much of a garrison either, but those were some pretty weak units. Some bats and some skeletons. Not much to worry about, really. Now we still cannot reach the city, unfortunately. Let's have Vincent scout out for us a bit here. And here she is, Nelosi.
My visions predict fate.
Jadis. Oh, Dark Elves.
No.
I don't know if that's all they have. Now, by default, they are pretty... They're stronger than our... Well, they're stronger than our deckhands, that's for sure. So we should be a little bit careful here with how we move. Now, if you look at their movement... Actually, we can't, because she's recruiting.
What is this?
But she's raiding, so we can see some of her movement. Now, in raiding stance, you take a bit of a movement penalty. So this is not her full movement. But I imagine if we march to here, we should be able to take this next turn without too much trouble. So I think we will do just that. And before we do that, let's just grab some more bloated corpses. Can't go wrong with those. And some more gunnery mob. Yeah, gunnery mob will do. Gunnery mob is actually quite fun, because they shoot while moving forward. Anyways.
Join me.
Now, we don't have space for Vincent anymore, but maybe he, she, it could do a little bit of a hinder replenishment. When you look at this thing, do you really think of hinder replenishment? I mean, in a way, but... Oh, maybe it's just me. Now let us look at our treasure maps. Do we have anything around here? That's in Warhammer Pepe's region, so not really. Oh my, we have a treasure here. Either we got that later on, or I just forgot about it. Guess the latter is possible.
Undead.
And we do want our fleet captain as well.
Scum. Journeying.
We might have a fight on our hands. They might have another army too, who knows? We shall see.
Grease.
Amanar rises. Now, judging by the introduction movie there, Amanar looked pretty freaking huge, right? Pretty freaking bloody, insanely huge. And then on the campaign map, all he, she really does is this, damaging your settlements a bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful for having a new faction such as the Vampire Coast, but really, seems a bit. I guess I just want more. Is what I'm trying to say. Indeed, I would so much love for CA to just make naval battles a thing again. I mean, I never played them, but that was my fault. I mean, I should have played them, because being somewhat wonky. I mean, my honest opinion, sure, things can be Things can be wonky, but hey, it's still good fun, isn't it? It's still a game. It's
Luckily of the dead.
instead of removing features, I think you should build on them, improve them. Oh well.
Onwards. Time to move.
We should embed our agents. They are going to be quite useful. Time to remove the
Fierce. Moi.
poor deckhands.
Need fresh recruits. Oh, my friend. Up north.
Oh, really?
The storm calls.
Who is clogging up the movement? I think it's our fleet captain, actually.
On land.
Or not. Well, that is a tad silly, is it not?
The blood kiss for more.
Well, I screwed that up. Have a little bit of a event going on here. Supplies adrift. Now we get to pick something. And this is straight up beneficial. Sometimes it can be negative, so you have to be a bit careful there. But here, well, this is good for either our melee infantry or our gun line. I think we're just gonna go for melee infantry. So some more. Now I wonder if this actually affects our Morghouls and our you know what? Let's play it safe. Go for the gun line. We still have quite a bit of guns right here.
Need fresh recruits.
It's time to show Miss Snazzy Mask here who's boss. Time to entertain her, really. She's very ungrateful. And she's also still in march stance, which is quite silly. But without further ado, let us have a bit of a fight right here. Finally. See you in a bit. So here we are, ready for a scrap. No real need to gamble, I don't think. We've got... well, that power reserve is pretty bad, but this is early game, so... let's not mess with that. Let's start deployment. Let us teach these silly little dank elves what is what. Let's form a nice line of guns right here. Whoops, pardon me. Now these guys, they can sort of take care of themselves. They should run away if melee troops come too close, or any troops for that matter. And of course, we have to look at our army. That is, in my opinion, the glory of this game. Now let us look at you. Beautiful. Oh my god. Ah, that's what I love about Warhammer, be it fantasy or 40k. Monsters truly look quite monstrous, don't they? Holy shit, imagine coming up against something like this. They've made an amazing job modeling and animating these. Absolutely glorious. And terrifying too. I mean, like I said, imagine going up against this. That's part of the fun with playing human factions, I think, such as the Empire. Basically trying to hold off the tide of monstrosities trying to eat you. It's pretty appealing, I think. But I'm sort of waiting for CA to give the Empire a bit of a much-needed update. They need offices and such, and other things too, I think. More elector counts. I wish they could do that. More elector counts. All of them, preferably. I'd pay for them. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Put our pole arms ready to help our gunnery line right here. And of course, the units that will help us quite significantly in winning this game. The bloated corpses. Wish I could name them. Thing is, they just blow up. So, oh my. Absolutely adorable. He reminds me of the bloated corpse in Darkest Dungeon, by the way, if you play that. I might do some Let's plays of that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comment sections down below. Darkest Dungeon is a fun game. Can we shoot without carronade? Not so much from here. Do we have some better ground? Well, not by a whole lot. Maybe we'll try something like this. Now this is probably gonna... I'm trying some new things here. That's probably going to make me get me killed, as usually how it goes. But if we try something like this, shouldn't be too much of an issue. It'll be fine. We have our paladin right here. He should also just stay close to the line. And of course, Miss Direfin herself. Let us get started with this. Now I'll try to give you some cool, should I say, well, views of the battle, basically. Also try not to talk too much during the action, because it gets drowned out. This becomes a mess, so sorry about that in the last episode. But I'm learning. Let us do this. Here they come. Now say what you will about the Druki, but they do look pretty glorious in their own dank right. And here she is. Miss Snazzy Metal Catface right here. Now this right here is a mod. Now I don't know, unfortunately, what the author is called, but it has to do with elves, I can say that much. It gives the high elves and the Druki, that's the dark elves, and the wood elves too, some more unique lords and looks for their lords, which is pretty nice. Now, let's get into this. Cannot cast Tide Call just yet. Our deckhand look, well, they look excited. They look ready. I'm sure they're ready. I'm sure they're ready for this. Now, silly me. Need to get our bloated corpses in. Oh, poor dark elves. Poor dark elves. You're not gonna like this. Here he comes. Here he goes. Run. Oh dear, that just, it doesn't get old. It does not get old. Now, oh my, look at that. Poor dark shards. They have no idea what's coming. Yeah, run right into that. Come on, Wendigos. Come on, you're hungry, aren't you? The thing with these guys is they are cursed because of fantasy cannibalism, basically, as I understand it. So they will eat and eat and eat, but they will, well, as you can see, it doesn't matter because it's gonna drop right out here. Poor bastards in a way. That's what's so freaking terrifying about Wendigos. They become these horrid monstrosities, these versions of used to be humans. That's what's so terrifying. And the Druki are getting their murderous prowess bonus. This is basically, well, more damage, so they become quite dangerous over time. Let's get our knights out. You're in for it now. Shoot those red spears. Go get her. Should help them out a bit. Now, Sanostra, it would be great if you could spawn your trusted knights right here. There they come. Hello, dark shards. Charge! That they are indeed, poor dark elf. That they are. Very, very dead dark elf. And the cavalry sounds spectral too. That's pretty cool. This is really interesting. I like how they did this. Our Hulks are taking a bit of a beating. Like I said, they're pretty early game, so they're not that amazing. In a prolonged fight, they will die against a superior enemy such as the Druki, but we do have the numbers, and let's... I don't know. Let us shower these poor fools right here. Doesn't do that much damage, but it does interrupt them. Stops them from shooting us. Now, I'm not doing the greatest job here. Trying to give an impressive view of the battlefield while fighting. But oh well. We have Silostra, we have Vincent, we have our trusted down paladin, and our fleet captain. Oh, by the way, I should heal my units. Oops. But hey, it's all about having fun, isn't it? And with that, victory shout, victory. Now, they were in March stance, and they were also stuck in that city of theirs, so they're not going anywhere after this. They are wiped out. Now, otherwise, you'd have to run them down, preferably with our Spectral Cavalry right here. But we can still run them down because, well, we're just cruel like that. Teach the Dark Elves a bit about cruelty. Oh, we do have a formation as well, a lance formation. Not much use of that now. I'll try to remember that next time. Our little entourage. Should probably get quite a few of these. That should look pretty terrifying. Pretty glorious. Well, that will be that. Pyrrhic victory. What do we care for such things? Victory is a victory. Indeed, Mr. Direfin, indeed. Now, Pyrrhic victory, you say. I mean, we did lose a unit of the Hulks. That is not so great. We'll have to spend 2 more turns to get those. But, I mean, other than that, come on. Pyrrhic victory, just a bunch of undead. Poor gunnery mob. I think I'll go for a sack first. Now, in the first game, Warhammer, simply Warhammer, Total War, you couldn't actually sack and then grab the settlement. I find it quite weird how you can do it here. You sack and then you occupy. I mean, why? In many cases, why wouldn't you sack? Simply. Seems weird, I think. I guess the penalty is, well, that's the penalty for you. Minus 23 public order. So that means rebellion next turn. Should be fun. And we completed a mission and got plus 2,000 and some infamy. Pretty useful. And once again, we'll need the infamy for our endgame goal. Province secured. Nice. Fight unlocked. Some more missions. And a commandment to issue. Recruitment cost and growth. Growth is pretty useful once you have a province to speed up the, the growth. You need the surplus points right here. Once this, in 4 turns we'll get 2, so that we can upgrade Silver Tor to level 2 and give Miss Direfin the wine she so deserves. And we can upgrade this. Oh yeah, we need to do this, definitely. We'll do that. And some points to dole out. Knights of the Realm. Now these are slightly different. Wow, so she's got Knights Errant, Knights of the Realm. Okay, you have to pick here. Questing Knights. Now these are Questing Knights, Knights of the Realm. Knights of the Realm are basically anti-large, whereas Questing Knights are I think they're a bit all around, really. They're armor piercing. So they're better against, well, if you got some something pretty heavy armored, such as Harganeth Executioners from the Druki, or some great swords from the Empire, perhaps. Whereas the Knights of the Realm would do better against our Morghouls and our Hulks. So yeah, we should probably get those. And she can just spawn those. I mean, that's amazing. Question is, though, we're gonna away with this one. And I think we should buff our... where are they? Scurvy Dogs and Sirens. Now, Scurvy Dogs aren't exactly late game material. I should not say. Poor Scurvy Dogs. But hey, they're just not. But the Sirens are in this tree right here, so we should probably get this. Charge bonus and melee attack. As mentioned earlier, their melee attack is not amazing in any way, shape or form. 23, so we'll have to buff those. Also for this makes more sense right now. Some more weapon damage, weapon strength I should say, for our Morghouls and our Hulks. Should probably have 3 of these to begin with. Okay, so we're not repairing this just yet. That will cost a bit too much. That is also the drawback, I suppose, from sacking. You do hurt yourself in a way.
The storm calls.
But it should be good in a few turns. Some more replenishment, and with that, I think that's our turn done. See you in a bit. Now his army will keep getting bigger.
This is impudence.
But our army is also bigger. Bolstered with some more Hulks. And we can probably raise some dead on the way. We can do it right now, in fact. Let's do just that. Now it is tempting to go and deal with Titan Peak right here. I think that's their last settlement, actually.
I could cut you down in an instant, so speak with grace.
You're very cocky, Mr. Well, hey, you never know with the Dark Elves, do you? The Miss Catface right here is quite cocky for someone who's just got 1 settlement left. And she's at war with Exiles of Nehek and some Skaven, minor Skaven clan, I think.
Speak before I change my
We
mind.
could go for peace here and just go and deal with
Test me at your peril.
our rebellious vampiric siblings right here. And then go down and say hello to Mr. Warhammer Pepe right here. Now that does seem rather interesting, but I think we can handle this. We'll go back and deal with the rebellion. Go back, get rid of Silver Tor. That's the faction name, apparently. And then we'll go down, say hi to Pepe, the fantasy Warhammer Frog, and then probably deal with the Northlanders. And then I'm thinking, those elves right there, she is not very happy about those. We should get her to Lothern so that she can get her opera house. That seems like the long-term goal to me. Amenar be damned.
Siren of the storm.
Onwards.
Oh!
No recruiting now. Oh no, we can still recruit. No need for Blood Corpse just yet.
Captain.
This right here is a K-Knight Assassin. We don't talk very much.
Dark ones are nothing.
So it turns out that Silver Tor indeed had 1 more army
Waste my
lying
time.
in wait. Probably trying to deal with the Exiles of Nehek here. Or maybe we saw her before. That's also a possibility. I don't remember. So we'll
You're overruled.
They are a bit they do have the numbers now, so I think we will just deal with them. That we will. And then we'll need to get some more ghouls. More ghouls and rotting Prometheans. Now these are... they are zombified giant crabs, basically. Pretty cute. Pretty cute indeed. We should get them. First, we shall deal with you. Not much of a fight going on here. We'll just auto-resolve this one.
I'd rather have the plunder.
Now that's a lot of replenishment going on right there. I think I'll go for that actually. A potion of toughness, that will come in handy for probably our fleet captain, I think. She is quite fragile. If you look at the armor right here. We should upgrade our new capital right here. Gotta get that wine. That is very important. We do have this buff now. Less construction cost, so we will repair our port. Our ports are pretty damn important. They will get us the income, more or less. And we can also establish pirate coves later on, but more about that later. 400, that's a bit too much, let's wait. That should buy us enough time, I think, to go deal with Jadis right here, but we should recruit some units first. That will be some more Morghouls. We could just grab quite a few Morghouls, really. And that would be hard for them to deal with, I think. The deckhands won't do her much good right now, so we'll just go for some monsters here, I think. Indeed. Indeed. So 3 Morghouls and... yes, and 3 Sirens. That should be good. We have enough of a gunnery line as it is. The crabs, they'll come later. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Seen this one in my mirror.
Some more replenishment and... oh, this is going to be so good. But we'll wait for a bit and keep buffing our Hulks and Mongols. And with that, honestly, I think that will conclude the second episode. Now, once again, let me know what you think. I feel as if, though, the cringiness of my commentary, I mean, it's still a thing, but it's getting a bit better. I would think. If you disagree, by all means, let me know. I welcome all criticism, all of it, so dump your salt, if you have it, in the comment sections down below. And I'll see you in the next episode.